All right. Good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm back for part 2 of my rainy Sunday morning beach walk. The camera is in its waterproof housing, as you can tell by the audio. It is raining. I'm sure you can hear the raindrops hitting the housing, the casing here. It's a pretty persistent drizzle right now. The water's fairly calm. Right now, what is it, about 8:15-ish, somewhere in there, somewhere 8:15, 8:20. 76 degrees, a little bit of a breeze blowing. The tide on its way out. The water temperature 87 degrees. That's what Milton likes. Tropical Storm Milton. That water's still kind of warm for this time of the year, for October. Milton is out there somewhere. It's going to be moving east and then slowly start turning to the northeast. It's moving very slow. The last forecast I saw this morning before I came out to the beach at 6 o'clock, it was only moving at 3 miles an hour. Whew, that's slow. We don't like those slow moving storms. It's supposed to intensify. They're talking a category 3. Right now, the center of the cone looks like it's around the Tampa area, unless they updated that since 6 o'clock when I checked. We're down on the very southern edge of the cone. But all eyes are on Milton. We've had our share of bad weather this hurricane season. Still just cleaning up Vanderbilt Beach here from Helene. Piles of sand up and down the beach that they're removing from the properties, the beachfront homes and condos. Like I said in my first live feed, I don't know if they're going to stop the cleanup efforts, and let Milton do his thing. I'm at Vanderbilt Beach Park, down at the very south end of Vanderbilt Beach, by the Ritz-Carlton. That's the Ritz-Carlton coming in on the left. Cloudy skies throughout the day. The rain's supposed to get heavier a bit later. I was looking at the future track radar, and it looks like there's some heavy stuff just offshore of us in the Gulf, kind of trekking this way. Which reminds me, radar, download your Wink, W-I-N-K weather app, and you can watch the same radar that I watch. Wink TV. They stream online. If you have YouTube TV, I think you can watch Wink TV on YouTube TV. They do great storm coverage throughout Southwest Florida. I will be doing my own version of storm coverage here on Vanderbilt Beach, as long as it's safe to come out and do so. So be sure to follow along for that. Remember, I don't get paid to do this. I do depend on your generosity to make ends meet every month. Normally I'm out doing a beach walk under more pleasant conditions, but I don't care. I love coming out in the rain. The beach is always beautiful to me, come rain or shine. But I do depend on your support each month, each day, to make ends meet. Facebook stars, you can send those to Any of the videos that you see posted directly here on Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page. Tips are greatly appreciated. I prefer the tips over stars. There's no fees. Those stars, you pay a fee to Facebook. I pay a fee. It takes a while to see my money sometimes. Whereas tips, use my PayPal account, Venmo, Apple Pay, Zelle. There's just a minuscule fee on my end. I do appreciate it. And above all, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. But I got to say that because I got to pay the bills and I got to keep a roof over my head. And speaking of roof over our heads, please, 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 please do not forget about all of those people that were in the path of Hurricane Helene. All the displaced people, the ones that lost their lives, the families that lost loved ones, folks that lost everything, everything. Still people without food and water and communication. As you go to church today, please say a special prayer for them. Even if you don't go to church, say a special prayer for them. This can be your church, God's beautiful beach. Talking about the piles of sand. See, that's the sand that they removed from the little parking lot here at Vanderbilt Beach Park. It's only 4 parking spots, 4 handicap spots. And the drop-off area, a roundabout, but that's all the sand that they scooped up out of there from Hurricane Helene. And that is a big pile. I wish there was somebody standing over there next to it. And you see those piles of sand all up and down Vanderbilt Beach here. They come and go. I saw some new ones yesterday. I'm walking kind of slow here because I don't have a gimbal, trying to hold the camera as steady as I possibly can. Definitely going to get rougher as that storm moves closer. We're going to see the effects of it. It doesn't matter if it hits up in the Big Bend area, which I hope doesn't happen. I hope it just shoots across Florida and goes away. I wish it didn't even shoot across Florida, but that looks like it's inevitable. Right now it's easy walking on the beach. There's a lot of hard sand with the tide still going out. Very smooth. No shells on it down here. Essentially, the camera is just in a big plastic box. It's actually a dive housing for my iPhone. So it's got a big piece of soft plastic on the back, so you can use the touch screen. And then it's just got a little window with some clear plastic where the lens is on the back side of the camera. It works pretty well. I haven't gone in the water with it yet. I'm waiting for it to clear up. Looks like it's going to be a while before it clears up. It was starting to clear up before Hurricane Helene, and she put the kibosh on that. And now Milton. Silly Milton. Bad, bad Milton. A lot of rain out in there, all out in there. pile of sand is probably, I don't know, 8 feet high, 9 feet high. The only thing about this contraption that the camera's in is I have a hard time keeping my fingers out of from being in front of the lens at times. Just trying to grab onto it. Sorry about that. It is what it is. I'm doing the best I can for you. See how much brighter it is up there to the north? Versus the south and southwest. Actually somebody out in the water. In the water, like I said, it's fairly calm. There's no rip current statement. There is a flood watch in effect for pretty much all of Southwest Florida, the coastal areas of Southwest Florida. And that is now through Thursday morning. They might turn that into a warning, up it from a watch to a warning as the storm gets nearer to us. It's really not a driving, pounding rain yet. You'll know when that happens. There will be no doubt in your minds when that rain gets heavy. It just looks like it's hanging offshore right now. Plenty of parking in the garage if you want to come down to the beach this morning. What a difference, huh? Between this morning and yesterday morning. Go back and check out some of my photos and videos from yesterday morning. Man, saw some gorgeous colors yesterday morning. So Wednesday is supposed to be the day that we'll feel the worst of things. What we're going to feel, that's still up in the air. The National Hurricane Center hasn't said anything about the storm surge yet. They're still waiting. It's still a little too far away to start predicting the height of potential storm surge. I think Wednesday's high tide here is going to be around noonish. So that always stinks if a storm coincides with high tide. hit that share button. We're still having a beach walk, and remember, the whole reason for these beach walks is to just give you a chance to get online in the morning, enjoy the sights and sounds from the beach and the company of a wonderful bunch of people, the Southwest Florida Television Beach family. My mission is to bring wonderful people just like you together in the mornings, one beach walk at a time. So please, please, please socialize in those comments. Don't be bashful. Chat away. Talk about where you're from. If anybody's going through some horrible, rough times right now, if you got caught up in Helene, share your stories with our beach family. If you need some prayers, we're all here for you. Don't hesitate in sharing your prayer requests. Ending these live feeds is always awkward when I have the camera in this waterproof housing. The button, the finish button, is just in a weird spot. So it's always a clunky ending. You might see the sky, you might see my feet, the beach, who knows, as I'm trying to hit that button, especially when it gets all wet on the screen here. Off in the distance, I don't know if you can see it sticking up there, is La Playa. La Playa Beach Resort, that tall, skinny building. All of the resorts here on the beach are open. La Playa, the Vanderbilt Beach Resort, home to the Turtle Club restaurant. The Turtle Club restaurant is open. As a matter of fact, it's right over here behind me. I just walked past it. They still have all their tables and umbrellas out, tables, chairs, and umbrellas. Not much of a day for eating outside, but the restaurant is open. And then, of course, the Ritz-Carlton is open as well. So this is what you're going to get if I'm out here during the storm. This is the best I can do. The funky audio, the jiggly camera. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? I might even do a live stream or two for supporters only, subscribers only. So if you're not a subscriber, now might be a time to do that. See, I love coming out and walking my beach. I don't care what the weather is. As long as that lightning's not within 5 or 6 feet of me, I'm good. I'm just kidding. As long as it's safe to come out here, you'll find me out here. And I usually push the limits. I've never been alone. I've always seen somebody else out here that's just as crazy. It's getting darker. Another one of those big old piles of sand over here. This is just north of the Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club. I hope we don't see a repeat. It's a lot of sand. What they're supposed to be doing is reclaiming, recycling this, sift it out, get the debris out of it, and put it back on the beach. Some places just dumped it back on the beach with all the crap in it. They were not supposed to do that. I don't know if there's going to be any repercussions for those actions. Other than the little drizzle, I mean, it's not bad out here. It's kind of refreshing. Yesterday morning, as I was walking up the beach, I ran into our friend Dexter, out for his morning walk. It was still dark out. He said normally he doesn't walk the beach on Sunday. He said he thought he might come out today for a walk because he figured Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday probably be out of the picture. I don't know if he came out in the rain this morning. He usually hits the beach a little further up to the north than where I'm at. You see that little building over there on the right, that three-story building? They're still recovering from Hurricane Ian. They just hauled off a mountain of sand from that place again. There's quite a few places still recovering from Ian. September 28th, 2 years ago. There's so many people that come down here during the winter. They call Vanderbilt Beach their home away from home for 3 months or so. Very popular destination. Naples, Florida. Everybody knows where Naples is. Beautiful, expensive Naples. So quiet, huh? Usually during a storm, a severe storm, I'll kind of hang out around the Turtle Club. Use that as my home base. So I do have some shelter there if I need it. See a lot of pelicans flying by. Maybe I'll come out later today again. I gotta start up the old generator. We didn't start it up for Helene, but I'm gonna fire it up this afternoon, just make sure it's ready to go just in case. We've got those big battery packs, you know, they call them solar generators or whatever. You recharge them with big solar panels. They work well. They're not extremely powerful, but the big one will run our refrigerator for, I think, 14 hours, so that's cool. We have several of those. They're nice because you can keep them inside. But the big generator, that's for other things. I'm sorry, not our refrigerator. It'll run our, we have like a portable air conditioner it'll run. We just pack our refrigerator with ice. It lasted a good 20 hours during Helene when we were out of power. Gail just packs the fridge and freezer in empty boxes to fill up space. Kind of a somber morning. Not going to go too much further here. I think I've given you the idea of what's going on this morning. Like I said, that rain will be picking up later. Now it's just enough to be an annoyance. Really not much in the way of wind here, just a little breeze. The Floridian Club over here on the left, under the palms. This is still kind of the calm before the storm. Yeah, no work being done this morning or yet this morning. These excavating companies have been busy this hurricane season. Hit that share button. I want people to know that I'm out here and that I will be coming out here if I can for updates during the storm. Whatever it may bring us. walk up to the Vanderbilt Beach Harbor Club here. See what that backyard looks like. Yeah, a lot of sand piled up in there that they removed. Looks like it's all been spread out on the beach now. As that storm surge was coming up on the beach from Helene, I was out here walking the beach during it. And that water was splashing up here already, splashing up to the fence. Yeah, they had a beautiful, beautiful green lawn here. Now it's all dead from the water, but looks like they got the sand out of there. Still some piled up here by the fence line. But they didn't lose their little tiki hut. It's still standing. I'll tell you what, when I was walking the beach here during Helene, I almost got knocked on my butt by the water a couple times. You don't realize how powerful that water is. When you watch a video, it's just not doing it justice. You got to be out here in person. Which probably isn't the smartest thing to do. That's why I'm out here. I'm doing it for you. A lot of our friends stay here. This is a timeshare. A lot of our friends, our beach friends, stay here during the winter. So I want to make sure I give them a peek at what's going on here. You see all the sand pushed up back into there. Sorry about the bounciness. I can't use the gimbal out here in the rain. I've said earlier, I've got a gimbal graveyard at home in my office. Just a pile of gimbals that I've ruined out in inclement weather. Each one has its own little tale to tell of its demise. I don't know why I hang on to them, but just a reminder of maybe how foolish I am sometimes. I've been close to lightning strikes out here on the beach. That's something, when the lightning strikes really close. I mean, I have been, lightning has hit like where the end of this hedge is here. I've been that close to it, and it actually shuts the gimbal off. The electricity in the air, the gimbal just shuts off. It is the craziest thing. So I know when the gimbal shuts off, it's time to go home. Of course, I run over to where I think the lightning hit, and I look for some lightning glass. That stuff is amazing. If you never heard of it or seen it, look up lightning glass. The sand just turns to glass. It is the craziest thing. It looks like tree roots. It is so cool. That is my goal, is to find a piece of that someday. Some of it's worth a few bucks. To the right person. Oh, I hope nothing happens to our turtle club. They got a little water in the restaurant from Helene. Took them a couple days to get cleaned up, get the sand out of here. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be an outdoor dining kind of day. I think for the next few days anyway, till Milton passes by, there won't be anybody sitting out here eating. But I'm guessing the restaurant inside is open. I don't know why that would close. By the way, I highly recommend this resort. I think this is the best bang for your buck here. Family owned, it's been around a long time. You know, it's an older building, but the rooms are kept they just remodeled, redid all the rooms. Each room is like a little apartment, studio apartment. Some even have 2 bedrooms with a full kitchen and dining room. Everyone has kitchen facilities. The Vanderbilt Beach Resort. If you ever stay here, let them know that you heard it from me. I'd appreciate that. Just want them to know I'm speaking well about them. And when you come out here and you're out on the beach, if you see my friend Paulo, he's out here running the beach services. Say hi to him. You'll know Paulo. Nice guy, very outgoing, very helpful. I think he loves being out on the beach every day, like me. What a job, huh? What a job. Well, that heavy rain that they were talking about just has not made it to my part of the beach. Looks like it rained pretty hard down to the south. And it has just really been a steady drizzle now for this live feed. But it's coming. It's coming, it's coming. All right, do I see any stars there? Come on. Walking in the rain for you. You're walking in a storm. Bills are due, my friends. Big time bills are due. I don't know why it's so hard to get by these days. Anybody know why that is? What's causing that? Remember, PayPal. You can find a link to my PayPal in the description of this post. If you want to see more, give me some incentive to get out here in the rain over the next several days. If you're not subscribing to Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page, please consider doing that. Little snowy egret over here. There's really no major perks other than it just helps assure that I can continue to come out here and do my morning walks. and keep you updated on what's going on here on Vanderbilt Beach. And maybe I'll do a little special live feed for our subscribers during the storm. But normally where I'm at, this is kind of right in this little area right here is where I'll be hanging out during the storm. If I come out if I can. It's not 100% guarantee. It's only if I can come out here. If I can, I will. Let's put it that way. If I can, I will. If I can't, it's because it's too darn dangerous. Sometimes I can get out here just prior to the storm and just afterwards. But I am a storm chaser. A thrill seeker. Our old friend Roy, he was like that. He loved his rainstorms. Remember him in his yellow rain jacket? Him and I walking the beach in the pouring down rain at the Del Norwegians. Well, like I said earlier, I don't think parking is an issue here this morning at Vanderbilt Beach. I think there's plenty of spots open in the garage. Tide's still going out. I believe low tide's around 10 this morning. Definitely a day for indoor activities here in Naples. Well, they just shut down our bowling alley here. It's been there forever. The Beacon Bowl up in North Naples. Finally shut it down in August. That place was legendary. The shenanigans that went on there at the bar. Oh, Nemo's. Freaking at the Beacon is what they used to call it. There's been some awesome places here in North Naples that have succumbed to progress. The Vanderbilt Inn up at the north end of Vanderbilt Beach. The Cheeky Bar, oh my gosh, any of you old timers watching remember that? Wow, was that the place to be on weekends? Whoa. Now Mariah Bay stands in its place. We just go and make an afternoon of it on Sundays. They let the kids swim in the pool. Live music. It was fun times had by all. People would come by jet ski. I miss those good old days. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here for this morning. Maybe I'll come back out later. If I can get somebody to give me a lift to the beach. I just don't want to walk to the beach in the pouring rain. I don't mind walking on the beach in the pouring rain. It's walking to the beach in the pouring rain. I can talk to my buddy Robert into giving me a lift. Maybe I'll come out later and let you see how things are shaping up. We're shaping down. Yeah, the heavy rain just kind of went to the south of me, it looks like. To the north and really more to the south. All right, like I said, ending this live feed is always clunky. Hitting that finish button. So it is what it is. But again, tips and stars hugely appreciated. The link to my PayPal account is in the description of this post. Give me some incentive with some tips to come out here during the storm. Plus I got some bills to pay. Big bills. Thanks for watching. Above all, thanks for being a friend. It's awesome having you tag along with me. Whether you send tips or stars or you're a subscriber or whatever, thanks for being a friend. Hit that share button. That helps out a lot. Sharing a lot. Go back and check out some of my other posts. Anything you see that you like it and give it a share. Even if you don't like it, share it. Share, share, share. Check out my YouTube channel. You get a little moolah when you watch my videos on YouTube. So the more videos you watch, the better it is. It's not a lot of money. I'm no rich boy living in Naples. I'm a poor boy, a poor beach bum. Living hand to mouth. But I love this town and I love my beach and I love my beach family. Hey, thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stam. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. God bless America. Tally-ho, tally-ho. Okay, here goes the fumbling around. See, the screen's wet and my finger slides all over.